Yo, 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 what's good, people? What's good, people? It's your boy Jason Gooner, and we're back in the studio, people. This time, FIFA Club World Cup, people. We just did the watch along. England smashing up my team, Netherlands 4-0. It was not a good day at the office for the girls, but we have moved on, dust ourselves off. We get some food in our system, so we're feeling energized and ready for another big matchup, people. This one should be excellent viewing for any football fan. It is PSG, the current UEFA Champions League holders and the most winningest team of the UEFA Champions League, Real Madrid. They will be facing off in MetLife in East Rutherford, New Jersey, people, and we have the lineups and we have some big team news as well. So let's get to that, people. Let's get right to it. Lamar, you told me earlier you would be here. Hala Madrid, Los Blancos, up to chorus. Bless up as well to float management in the building. We don't really have time to waste, people. So let's get into it right away. On the back line, we have, log in. Continue. Next. People have to log into the zone. Just give me 1 second. Let me get into the damn app. I thought the game was on TNT, but them tricked me. And the zone said they want all of the money today. So let me log in, people. But you see on the screen the lineups. Make sure I have it laid out how I want. Yes, perfect. So Donarumma in goal. Beraldo steps into the center back. Of course, you know Pacho. I was at the game, picked up a straight red card in that one. I thought in real time it was a bit harsh, but when I watched back the highlights of the game, I see how it could have been given as a straight red. It was a bit of a reckless challenge. So he's out of the game. Of course, you know, at the end of the game, probably not as big of a deal. Lucas Hernandez also got a red card, so he's suspended from this one. And I think they both got 2-game suspension. So to my knowledge, they were let loose by the club in terms of them not having to stay with the team and to go on their holiday. I don't know if that's true or not. I know Hawson appealed and got his taken down to 1. So I believe he's sticking around for this. But yeah, this should be interesting. This one, I'm looking forward to it. Backline though, Beraldo steps in, the Brazilian. He has been a full-on international since last season for Brazil. So he should be good to go there. Him and Marquinhos in the center back. And of course, to me, the 2 best wing backs or full backs in the world currently, Akraf Hakimi at right back and left back Nuno Mendes. A lot of the football game for PSG goes through them. And I'm telling you, people, when you see these guys play right in front of you, it's ridiculous how much ground they cover, how tactically astute they are, how technically solid they are. They're just incredible players. Then in midfield, it's the same thing. Vitinha, João Neves, Ruiz. At any given time, Ruiz will be collecting the ball from the back line. It could be Neves, it could be Vitinha. The rotation is incredible in this 3 in midfield. It's so fluid, very, very hard to contain. All 3 of them have very similar attributes. I think Neves is the one of the 3 that maybe you can pick on because he likes to keep it simple. So you know he's going to do 1 touch, 2 touch. So just get tight to him. The others, you don't want to get too close. They'll turn and leave you and run away from you far, leave you in the dust. So just very interesting to watch this midfield battle today. I think it's going to be the key to the game. Dembele up front returns. He came off the bench and scored in Atlanta the other day. He finally gets his first start in the competition, returning from injury. So he's back in the starting lineup. Kvaratskhelia, brilliant, so good. His close control, his dribbling ability, ridiculous. When you see it live, it's like, wow, ridiculous. And Desiree Doué, incredible technical ability as well. Scored a goal in the game against Bayern to get to the semifinal. Barcola is the one that is sacrificed for him, and the other one, a forced change in the back line, Beraldo in for Pacho. So let's see. For me, keys, midfield. They play like how they've been playing. I don't see much Madrid can do to stem the tide. But I think the back line not having Pacho is going to be crucial. He does a lot of work with the way they play. Beraldo, I expect him to have to defend on an island from time to time, just based on how tactically PSG do play their football. So that's going to be the key to me. Can he do the things that Pacho is able to do? I don't think he can. So that to me gives Real Madrid some hope. Then we have in goal, probably arguably the two best goalkeepers in the world right now. I'm sure Liverpool fans will be upset at that statement, but Thibaut Courtois and Donarumma, two of the best keepers in the world for me. Neither one of them really excellent with their feet, but I don't think it matters much when you're able to command the box the way they do and shot stop the way they do, right? Antonio Rudiger, Chouameni, and Asensio is how they have it set up. And this, I don't know if this will actually be what they do. I could see a situation as well where Valverde is just playing on the back line and Chouameni is playing in midfield with Goulier, with Bellingham playing, just kind of like in a diamondish type of midfield with Chouameni, Goulier, Valverde, and him, with a back four. So let's see tactically if it looks like what SofaScore think it's going to be, or what I think it might be, which is a more of a 4-4-2, 4-3-3 type of system. So that's what I think will happen in the game here. But let's see what it turns out to look like. Asensio for me stands out right away. He has been really struggling towards the end of the season. That he had some mistakes against Arsenal, that he had some mistakes in their losses in the La Liga leading up to the chase, trying to catch Barcelona for the title. And he already in this tournament as well has gotten red cards, made mistakes. So he's back in forced because Housen got a red in the last game. And like I said, he got 1 game suspension. So he's stuck around to see if they can make it to the final. And there will be a third place match as well. Then we have Valverde, the captain. Like I said, I think he'll be playing right back today with Chouameni and Goulier in midfield, Fran Garcia at left back. And then we'll have Garcia, who has been a revelation in this tournament so far. I think he will accompany Mbappe as a 2-striker system, and Vinicius will start on the left and Goulier will start on the right. But he will have, actually no, Bellingham will start on the right, but he will definitely have a free role. Vinicius will keep the width on that left-hand side. So yeah, that's what I think will happen. But let's see. Let's see, people. Let's see if Jason Gooner tactically gets it right or SofaScore gets it right. All right, let me big up the people I'm in the building from early. Lamar Williams said, big up yourself. He's back. Big up, big up, big up. Hope you're done with work and you can relax and watch the game. Bless up to We Max It in the building. Don't let me down. PSG says We Max It. So he puts his flag in the ground saying, yes, I am going for the damn Parisians. I don't want business. All right, let me get this going as well. Let's get a poll up. And people, please, the last stream, we had almost 50 odd votes for who going to win the game. And we only had like 30 likes. People, if you take the time to vote on the video, take the same time to click on the like button, people. It's not that much to ask. You know what I mean? If you notice, I did an entire stream a while ago. Not once I mentioned super chats or anything. Because it's not really, obviously, yes, if we get super chats, we're thankful, we're very happy, and we're appreciative. But just like the video, people. Just like the video. All right? Just like the video. Please like the video. So there's about, I know from I start the stream, I probably about 30, 40 people coming here. Obviously, some of you are not going to hit the like button. We'll get that. But we should have at least about 20, 25 likes, people. Come on. Come on, people. Get the likes up on the video. We don't ever reach to 10. That is not good enough, people. Please do like the video. Support the content. We're putting in the work. We're bringing your football. We're analyzing it. And we're having some banter and a good time at the same time. Come on, people, man. One more no what? Let's say all of Madrid. What the hell is wrong with your blood? I think only the final will be on TNT. Yeah, Float. It looked like when they game them early in the day. At the zone, I do it, you know? Yeah, people, we'll get some Jersey mics. Nice hot honey chicken sub. It was excellent. I have my chips put on. Soon eat my chips. Man saying England it hot. Or the weather stay at Belgium. Asensio has been poor. Yeah, man, him stand out to me right away, man. I say, uh-oh. And if him play towards that right-hand side, I'm going to deal with Kvaratskhelia them and all the movement and everything. Jeez, the trickery. I don't think he's ready for all of that, you know. Hakimi got 2 goals for the tournament. Throw many CB, wow. Yeah, I don't think he's going to play there, you know. I don't know because this looks more like his what you call it system, his Bayer Leverkusen system. It looks a lot more like that, which it could work because Garcia can play that role. Valverde can play that right wing back role, you know, so it could work. But I have more of a feeling Chouameni going to play midfield today. But let's see. Let's see. Gonzalo Garcia has been great. It's interesting because, you know, Rodrigo has been in all the talks to leave, but he has been playing in this tournament just a bench role, a periphery role. And it's really because Garcia, how can you take him out of the team? He keeps the continuity when they're in possession. He doesn't really lose the ball. And then in the box, he is such a threat. He's always getting on the end of things. His movement and timing is impeccable. PSG midfielders have been awesome together for 6 months now. Yeah, best midfield unit in the world right now. Chouameni will fall back into CB when switching. Yeah, he's been playing centre back for the most part. When they have the ball, it will be him and Housen back there, you know. But I feel like with Rudiger now, maybe, you know. But it was just Housen playing where you see Asensio before, so it could definitely be this as well. Yeah, man. Listen, Lamar, matter good things. Got to think Euro champs PSG get it done. Yeah, I am saying in this game, I don't love that Beraldo is starting, but I feel like Beraldo better than Asensio. So that change going to suit PSG better. And I just feel like PSG, they had the monkey on their back was just them always play good football. They play well against every team, but they don't win. Well, they just won the damn Champions League. So I think that's off them back. I think Enrique is the best coach that they have had, you know, in terms of how he's been able to bring out the best out of this team. And yeah, I just think it's their time right now. Xabi Alonso at the end of this season, with a 1 year with this team, maybe it's different. But I don't think him quite put him imprint on them yet. And Enrique imprint is all over PSG. So it's too many disadvantages. And you know, Mbappe is not right now at 100. You know, he's lost a lot of weight. He's been sick. So you know, I don't know if you're gonna get the version of Mbappe that would be able to stem the tide to Real Madrid. Now, Arda Güler has been to me a revelation playing centrally though. He looks excellent in the midfield. So that battle to me is going to be key. And that's a part of the reason why I think Chouameni playing midfield. I think him want Gullier in there for the retention, but him know Chouameni is that destroyer, and he might need him with the midfield of PSG in that midfield area. But let's see. The game about to start, so we'll answer all the questions in a second. What a pray! Big up yourself, Jagans. Big up Conrad. Hope all is well, my brother. Yeah, man, always a tune in. You missed the women earlier. But we had the PSG Real Madrid game. I know the people get a little more excited for the men's game. So yeah, Raul is gonna get carded again. Yeah, for sure. If him don't get a yellow card today, I'd be shocked. Met Stadium look good with the crowd. Yeah, well, I saw a big debate online. Some US analysts were saying, boy, they hope if this is the dress rehearsal for the World Cup, they hope they don't do this thing where they put it in a time where the European fan base can still see it before it's too late. You know, and they're saying that they should cater to the fans here because it's making the turnouts less when you have the game at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a work day. You know, but it looks like PSG and Real Madrid have a different type of fan base because it looks like a much larger crowd than the game yesterday with Fluminense and Chelsea. Just need the speed from Raul and not his aggressiveness. Well, you won't get that, you know. 4-2 Lamar said. So Lamar said Los Blancos are going to take this one 4-2. I could see goals in the game, to be honest, because one thing about this Club World Cup with the heat, the game has been getting more stretched, I think, than it might have been in like a quote unquote European atmosphere. So I think goals will be in the game. I'll say three. I'll say 3-2 to PSG. 3-2 PSG. That would be a nice, entertaining game, right? Bless up Chile. Oh, God. Citizen in the building. He be okay. They're gonna give him things to get better fast. A lot of protein. Okay, so you say Mbappe today, guns blazing. Them protein up the thing and them sort him out. IVs, flu, everything. Well, let's see. But as I read the article, said the man lose about 15 pounds. Then he's playing in some obnoxious heat. Some I don't even know what the temperature is right now, but it's the middle of summer in New York, where New Jersey area, and it's hot. Trust me, it's hot. And of course, the team news, you're seeing a big omission. I haven't even mentioned it yet, but you're seeing an omission that has been playing throughout this Club World Cup, and that is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Picked up a muscular issue in training, I think yesterday. So actually the walkthrough day, the day before. So not the best news there for Real Madrid and their fans. Their new signing from Liverpool out for this game and not listed on the bench at all today either. So potentially maybe his Club World Cup has come to an end. But we'll have to wait and see how serious and severe it is. If it's something that could affect the start to their season. But they'll have to get the job done without him. Valverde has proven in years past to be very useful in that right side role. Even at times, some people wondering, is that really his best role? And not central in the midfield. But I just think Valverde is the type of player you could put him anywhere. If they had a striker problem and put him at striker, he would do a job there too. So he's just a good footballer, full of talent, full of energy, full of effort, everything, and technique to go with it. So he's just a top class player. Can't go around it. But yeah, this game should be really good, people. I'm saying, as I said, a 3-2 win. I think both teams will have issues on their defense line because of forced substitutions. Asensio for Madrid and Beraldo for PSG. But again, of those two, I think Beraldo is a better player. And I only worry about the way that maybe Mendes doesn't play as swashbuckling on that side to ensure that Beraldo don't get drawn into those situations where he has to cover a lot of the ground. Because I think that's where he will struggle. The likes of Mbappe, even Garcia, Valverde in space against Beraldo. He'll like that matchup. So let's see how the game goes, people. We're pretty much about to get the kickoff. Some reason them have Michael Buff up on the field. I thought about let's get ready to rumble for football. So yeah, I'm gonna try everything, people. I'm gonna try everything. Trent is poor in defense and I don't miss him. All right, so Lamar said it doesn't matter. Trent ain't there, that's fine. He's not worried about Trent playing because he doesn't defend. All right, fair enough. Well, Trent might not defend Lamar, but Gonzalo Garcia will tell you that having Trent on the field is very helpful. The man put the ball right on your foot or your head and you score a goal. All right, we have kickoff, people. This one should be an excellent one, as I said. Madrid in the all white, of course. PSG in the famous blue with the red stripe down the center. Yes, two jerseys that you know from time. It doesn't change. So PSG. So what will be interesting, earlier this season, if these teams played, Madrid would just drop into a block and say, you can have the ball, come and get us. Now, Xabi Alonso is not that type of coach. So you're going to see Real Madrid putting pressure on the team. So tactically, it's an interesting one, because Kylian Mbappe is drawn a little bit to this left-hand side. Looks like Gonzalo Garcia is playing more centrally, and Vini is to the right of Gonzalo. So let's see how this plays out going forward. Valverde does indeed look like he's playing that right-hand side. Golair playing centrally, and Chouameni is basically, it looks like playing the left-sided centre-back role. And we have seen throughout this tournament that Xabi Alonso does not mind to have all 10 of his players in the attacking third of the other team. This man, the man want dominance. Trust me. And here's a short corner to Vinny. Vinny with a poor pass. This is Desiree Doué in space. Valverde in front of him. Look at the runners on the left. But Valverde does well to hold him up, but not well enough. Doué down the right-hand side. Now look at the players converge on him. And he somehow keeps possession of the ball. And now they have pushed the team up the park. And you see the coach, Enrique, clapping the effort of Doué there, because he could have easily lost that ball, retained it, and now Kvaratskhelia 1v1. This is the first problem. Ooh, and that goes just wide, people. You cannot take your eyes off of this one. This match is going to be incredible. Some Liverpool fans would love that. True, bro. Valverde is great in every position. Man is world class in right back and CM. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, it's the back three. It's the back three. So SofaScore doing their homework. But now the game has started and SofaScore has switched it to a 4. And I'm watching it and it looks like a 3. No, SofaScore has it right. Chouameni is playing centrally with Goulier. So that's the balance he went for. So it's a 4-3-3. Chouameni central, Bellingham left, Goulier right. And then it looks like it's actually Mbappe on the left, Vini through the middle, and Gonzalo on the right. So I think that forward line will be fluid throughout, because you'll see there, and there's the switch. Gonzalo goes back central, Vini goes back to the right. So this is interesting. Nuno Mendes getting forward, plays it wide to Faradana. Faradana drops it back now to Vitinha. Vitinha exchanging passes, 1v1. Valverde telling people to get away. I can manage 1v1 with this player. Let's see if he's saying the right thing. Marquinhos now in space, has Hakimi wide. Dembele, I don't know where this man turns up. Now he plays it wider to Hakimi. Hakimi closed down. Dembele, good ball into the box. Ruiz on his left foot, far post. Ooh, and that was going inside the far post. Courtois had to put his hand to it, and it's cleared by Valverde, saving the corner, throwing, quickly taken. PSG have them on the back foot. Doué now gone central to find the ball. He goes wide. Hakimi keeping the width on his right-hand side. Ruiz in support. Decides to play to Dembele now. Doué. Back heel to Hakimi into the box. Far post. And oh, what a save by Courtois. You have to be kidding me. Hakimi to Mendes. How many times have we seen the right back to the left back for a shot? And look at Mbappe beats 3 players. And look at Real Madrid now. Here is Gonzalo Garcia. He has what a pass by Garcia to Mbappe. And it's blocked. Mbappe still blocked again. Falls to Chouameni. Chouameni. Oh, this is a ridiculous start to the game, people. Wow. Ridiculous football being played. So right now, show me what name that? Oh, okay. They're right. This one. Yo, this game mad. What a save by Courtois there. It was brilliant build-up play. Dembele and Doué exchanging fluid. Hakimi times his run, the back heel pass, the cross, and it was Nuno Mendes on the doorstep. And it was just him and Courtois, like basically at the 6-yard box. And Courtois somehow anticipates where he's going to put that one, gets down, blocks it, and it's still 0-0 just because there's a world-class keeper in the net. Here comes PSG again down the right-hand side, whipped inside. That's cut out by Asensio. Oh my gosh, Asensio. And Asensio has caused a goal. Asensio has caused a goal already. The man have the ball and him just miscontrol the ball. Yo, you have to be joking me. This guy, how is this guy on Real Madrid? But we have to ask the question. How is he in the team? I mean, has his confidence gone to the point where he can't play again? because he wasn't this bad when I first saw him. But I'm telling you, since Champions League and some of them games in play and then end of the Liga season, horrible. This Club World Cup, horrible. But people, I told you, the man sticks out when you look at the team and you see all the players, and you say to yourself, look at this team. The team looks excellent. Then you get to that one person. The first touch is so poor. He doesn't even realize what's going on. I think Dembele could have gotten a penalty as well if that didn't play out the way it did. But Dembele got his foot to it, goes down on the challenge to Courtois, and the replay and the ricochet just falls right to the left foot of Ruiz, which is not a good sign if you're a Real Madrid fan. But Asensio already sells a goal. So this time it wasn't a penalty, it wasn't a red card, but it was a poor piece of defending. The first touch was loose. His awareness to get to the loose touch quickly was not there. And Dembele caused a lot of problems once that happened. Yeah, man, Sofa score have it right now. You see, Jason, a coach, have a lot to do with a team playing. Absolutely. Absolutely. What a ball. Now, this is where Madrid can still hurt you. On the counter. That's a good attempt by Vinny Jr. across the box. Gonzalo Garcia just couldn't get there. Yeah, that I don't know how the man saved that. But a great start to the game. Asensio is garbage. Sad to say. I mean, he's a professional player, so easy for me to say the player is garbage. But trust me, when you put it in the context of all the players playing on the field, you have to say he's garbage. I mean, what was he doing? What was he doing? So 1-0 to PSG, people. PSG, that a team, yeah. Villa mash him up. I really from the Villa game there, you know. I chew it up from the 2 Villa game them. Oh my gosh. Rudiger. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the JFF. Oh my gosh. Rudiger say, Asensio, hold my beer. Let me show you. I can give away goals too. Oh my gosh. So I said 3-2, but I didn't think that Rudiger would join the party of giving away goals. And the Madridistas can't believe it in the crowd. They are down 2-0 to the European champions, the hottest team in the world. And we have seen them bag up some teams lately. 5-0 Champions League final. They gave Messi and them 4. This could get ugly. Dembele was sharp again. He was sharp to the mistake in the first goal, and he was sharp to the mistake for the second goal. And just a poor pass attempt by Rudiger, and he could not catch up to the speedster until it was too late. And Dembele, the advantage he has running in 1v1 is a keeper cannot think which foot he's going to use. So he can run straight with the ball. He doesn't care what foot it's on. So he just goes to the goal. A lot of players, if they're left-footed, right-footed, it might let the defender get back because they want to strike it with a certain foot. Not him. Yeah, it would have been a pen. Asensio is a joke. Dembele, 2-0. The game is on the zone, DAZN. It's on the app. You can get it on any smartphone, smart TV, DAZN. Free app. Yeah, this is madness. Massacre is on. 35th goal of the season. Yeah. Sub them both. Yeah, Eder Militao on the bench. I'm trying to remember what other center back on the bench. I think some other kids. Rudiger really move like a clown. Dilo defender. Rudiger German clown show. PSG beat bad mind out of them. Madrid cook say hot chili. Lamar, where you there? Keep your head up, Lamar. You know Madrid is a fight back type of team, so it might not be done, but boy, I don't know. Even the most optimistic. Oh my gosh. Hey, one thing with the referee, don't worry with him, man. Xabi Alonso looking stressed. Yo, the way the place hot, them have the mister blow up on the bench and the coach. One Barca. We play until the whistle blows. That is true, Lamar. When could have been losing 10 love, and still I got try. We max it at dead, we laugh. Vitinha with a dangerous free kick now into the box. First ball won by Gonzalo Garcia. And this will be a throw in to PSG. Real Madrid have yet to even. Xabi Alonso telling them to stay calm, just play, stay in the game. You know, don't bother with the craziness. He wants some kind of measure of control in the game. So given away by PSG, throwing now to Real Madrid. And that's played into Goulet now. Good turn on the ball. Plays it forward to Mbappe. Mbappe tries to turn and then gives it away and then commits a foul on João Neves. Oh, good ball played through to Mendes. Mendes loose touch that time, and Asensio still panicky. Turns out for a throw. You know, really probably could have just shield that ball, played it back to Courtois, but he has no confidence right now. Happy to just do something that didn't cause a goal. Man say my hater. Damn PSG. Over the top, this is Hakimi, and that's too close to Courtois. But there's the interchange in Hakimi making a centre forward run. And I saw it in real time, man. These guys, one thing, they are the fittest team. Like they are the fittest team. Every one of their players play the same way in terms of how much ground them cover. Every single one of them. You know, some teams might have a two, a one and few people where them not really run around a lot, you know, for the system. But down to Marquinhos, brother, the amount of place where the man them go for make an option for the player to pass the ball to them. They just moving constantly. And a free kick to Real Madrid. They're trying to pick up the intensity at least and match the energy. If they can't match the technical ability and the movement, I'm going to have to at least, you know, win all the duels and things like that. Barca are going to put them in their place. Yeah, they fit for sure. Yeah, man, them fit. Good ball by Goulet into the box. Not cleared. And Rudiger does some madness. I'm not sure what he was doing. Mendes, that's a poor giveaway that time. Didn't execute the pass. Mbappe tries to lay it off, but that's read by Mendes. And here's Ruiz. That's poor from him as well. Enrique won't like the last few sloppy passes. Here's Goulet. They need to get him on the ball. Bellingham playing more of an orthodox midfield role today. We saw under Ancelotti, he liked to employ him a lot closer to goal. Looks like Xabi Alonso wants to use all his attributes and look at Mendes again. What a play. And Fran Garcia has impressed me at left back in this Club World Cup. He's gone up a level. Looks extremely fast covering the ground. Very precise with his technical play as well. So yeah, him and the two Garcias have been surprises for me in this Club World Cup. Rudiger is so annoying. What is he doing? Yeah, I don't know what he was doing a while ago. Man, them touch and movement, nice. Yeah, man. My favorite team to watch right now in world football is PSG. I swear. Just the way of them do everything that them do. It's like football science. I think Dembele went too early there, but no flag. And now it does come up. And Dembele is upset with his teammate there, but I think he could have held his run. He's just drifting and drifting and drifting. There's no need for him to be that far ahead. You have to beat us by 6 or 7 to win any game. Okay, Barca win the league again. I said Madrid now go do it. I think they'll improve, man. The more them play under this coach, they'll improve. And I think the control that I'm trying to bring to the team going to help them. I think Real Madrid got too comfortable playing on the counter. And that's why when they played all their games last year was like them score late for win. Most of them like never just blow away teams like that. Because they didn't know how to control the game. And I think this coach will bring a lot more of that. Remember Asensio playing in the game, so that's a big problem. If the brother Dean was playing, though them just by, I can almost guarantee you that play don't even happen. Like what the hell was he doing? Now the Rudiger one, he would have been playing, so that would have been possible. Marquinhos, brilliant cut out there. And that's the thing, like Xabi Alonso probably didn't want him to attempt that pass just then, but I mean, if it came off, it's a good a chance opportunity. So they'll have to find that balance between what the coach like and just what they normally can do. Because I don't think Xabi Alonso should coach that out of them. They're so deadly on the transition that they have to use that from time to time as well. And this team that they're facing today is a good team to do that against. That's what Bayern was killing them with in the first half last game. They were able to, connect a few passes. And then once he got to the final third, they had a lot of space because PSG had all the territory for the most part. And Bayern in the first half did a better job than most teams I see face them, just, accounting for all the movement. They matched them in energy level and movement, and they just went man for man all over the pitch, and PSG couldn't keep the ball like they wanted to. Real Madrid hasn't been as willing to employ that kind of tactic. Now it looks more like what I thought it would look like in attack. Mbappe through the middle, Vini left, and Gonzalo split out to the right. But since the game started, it was Mbappe that was playing more on the left. But he has made that switch. So Alonso trying to find a balance up front that will, make them look a bit more threatening. So a lot of tweaks going on. Not much change from PSG, just the same fluid movement. And this is the spaces where Mendes, Hakimi, Dembele kill you. Right in front of that back line. Here is Kvaratskhelia into the box, looking for a pass. Couldn't really find that angle, so he has to go back to Ruiz. Now here's João Neves into Hakimi. Too much space for Hakimi. Top of the box. Drags his shot just wide. They can't get tight enough. Just didn't quite connect that one perfectly. Just dragged it just a little bit too far. Yeah, man, they'll never stop, man. They'll not stop. Real Madrid part the bus. After a while, they kind of have to because they can't get close to the ball. So two French legends in the crowd, Marcel Desailly, and this over the top is going to be a problem. Vini runs past Marquinhos, and of course, Nuno Mendes saves the day. I say, Marquinhos, you're not faster than me, but I might be faster than everyone. So it look like that have to be the strategy for PSG. I mean, for Real Madrid, That direct ball in between Beraldo and Marquinhos. That's the only thing missing work. And finally, Madrid caused a turnover in the build-up. Here's Vinicius Jr. wide on the right now. Clips it into the box. Easily dealt with by PSG. And look at Vitinha, man. Genius of a midfielder. What a turn. Two players closing him down on the top of his box. The man just spin, flick it past one of them. Drip. Yo, this guy does understand space, man. Different level. Fabian Ruiz, Marquinhos, Hakimi. Dewey is going to run past anyone, even though Fran Garcia fast, but not fast enough. Dewey gets there, shields the ball. You know some fanciness a drop now. Does well to keep the ball. Hakimi. Here's Dembele. Good ball inside to Vitinha. He spreads it wide now to Kvaratskhelia. This is Kvaratskhelia against who he tried to backheel it to Ruiz, but good defending by Valverde, but good pressing by Varadana wins the ball back. Valverde is frustrated. It's like it's 12 or 13 PSG players. Jean Neves, he took more than 2 touches. I can't believe it. Plays it over to Beraldo. Here's Marquinhos. Beraldo. One thing with Beraldo, though, he's not the athlete that Pacho is, but Pacho can't pass the ball like him. Oh, poor from Dembele there for no reason. And now Mbappe against the world. Mbappe against the world. Mbappe against the world. Mbappe against the world. Blood fire, the man should have passed it after all of that, though. Yo, what a run. But good defending by Marquinhos in the end, just blocking the shot. Yeah, well done by Mendes for real. Steve McLaren think was going to happen, getting Jamaica look like he didn't watch the past games. Vitinha, the boss in the midfield. Yeah, man. Everything goes through him. Ruiz as well, but Vitinha definitely more. And Neves is just the perfect glue midfielder for everything. You know, it's not like him going to do anything that's just wow. But brother, he's so needed in that midfield. Look at this is what they do, man. They spread the play. Look at this football. Easy tapping goal now. Yo, this team is different, man. This team is different. This team is different. That was what, 5, 6 passes? Just the one touch movement. And the thing is the care on the passes so that no player has to break the stride. Due gets the ball, he doesn't play it one time to Hakimi, he takes a touch, then plays it so he can run into it one time to Dembele, one time back to Hakimi. Hakimi takes no touch. Ruiz, good composure, takes the touch, lets the player run all past him, and then finishes back to the near post. Brilliant finish. Ooh, what a goal. What a goal. That is football. That is football. That's 2 for Ruiz, 3 for PSG, and the goals have just gotten better and better. The first 2, you have to put it down to mistakes by Madrid. But trust me, there were no mistakes there by Real Madrid. Just clinical football by PSG. Nothing you can do. The timing, the movement. Perfect. Perfect football. That goal was perfect. Carve up Madrid, yeah, man. Crime scene loaded. See how man rose to move into space. Oh, come here, say aroused? That can't be right. Yeah, man. I saw it's supposed to move. We killed Real, so I guess PSG will kill him too. Rodriguez are key, and without him, we won't do well. Why? I'm listening to you, okay. It look like him out for leave. People, pardon the chips bag. Well, it's the first time Xabi Alonso has had all of them to choose, because Mbappe being out kind of helped him just pick a different type of team. So him change it up because Mbappe playing, and with the three attackers up there, maybe it would have been better to go with the two like he's been doing and have another person in that midfield, because Bellingham, Chouameni and Goulet are getting overrun. No. Lose his job fast? I don't think so. Yes, sir. KNVB. Send for Ravel. Chouameni with a frustration yellow card there. Taking out Akraf Hakimi. Really just tired of seeing them pass the ball around. Let him slow down the game. Boy, they need everything. Right now, them probably want to speed up the game so they can done faster. Alright, this is embarrassing. Don't get me wrong, when Arsenal lost to PSG, I think the team that was supposed to win won, for sure. But brother, PSG never did with me like this. I'm sorry. Man, them can't do anything at all. No matter of fact, we definitely had the most chances against PSG. Courtois to make some rapid save. The only other team I'd say played them better than us was Liverpool. In those two legs, Liverpool could have actually won. Even though PSG, I think, was a better team against Liverpool too. Bellingham, tired of this running around thing. Madrid on the bench, but we need more than that at this point. Yeah. I did say earlier that we need him second half, but brother, this could be over in the next 20 minutes. I mean, at 3, it's pretty much hard, Damn near over. But 4, forget it. Vitinha, ooh, just missed Beraldo there. Mendes will keep it in play. Nuno Mendes on the ball, posed by Fran Garcia easily. Tries to put it in the box, is cut out by Asensio. Arda with the second ball. What a turn by Scarskelia on the box. Ooh, and blocked by Rudiger. The chase is on. Vinny Jr. putting pressure on Donarumma. He clips it over to the left-hand side. And a brilliant pass again. Here is Nuno Mendes on the ball. Plays it wide. This is Ruiz. Cuts it inside on his right foot to the far post. Dembele. What's the problem? Who was offside? Oh, Ruiz, you idiot. Cooling break. I needed that about 10 minutes ago. So Lamar, you're going to put this down to Arda being lost? You say him always goes in the big games, but how much big game Arda play? Arda don't play the big game them since him there Madrid. Don't make Arda no scapegoat, Lamar. Don't do it. This not on order. Yes, you do need more. They park the bus, they give up ref. Please help them. Mercy break from Madrid. Well, Xabi Alonso talk to them. Man, not them head. Madrid now give up, you know. Comedy. The first 2 goals, them are some comedy, brother. Yeah, man, them need something. Them need PSG to take a break. Three 0. Now, man, all Club World Cup them a take cooling break, man. So even if a 0-0, but it does look like a helping hand, you know. This game could be 5. Courtois made 2 saves that could have been goals. Facts. Donarumma never have to make no save against Bayern at 33 minutes. Donarumma make like 3-4 big save already. So Madrid not causing nowhere near the type of problems Bayern was causing. I 100% wasn't expecting this. Yeah, I said 3-2. I figured it would be a little closer than this, but boy. Yeah. Real Madrid, anytime them try press them, once PSG pass around them and move to the next level, man, them just retreat. And then PSG can just get back in them little rhythm. Just take them time. Let them belly find in pocket of space. We're going to hurt them. Dembele is a big part of the reason why this thing works, you know, man, because he's very patient. Like, even though he knows like he can affect the game with the football, he really only wants to get the ball when he's ready. So when the spaces aren't open like he wants, he just kind of is drifting on the periphery. And then when him come to life, when you see him open, him. I'm done max out what I'm gonna do when him get it and everything. But yeah, Bayern look like I'm gonna beat them the other day, I swear. Nearly at halftime. Desiree Doué. Poor first touch. That should have came to something. Too far ahead. Good pass from Courtois. Good first touch, Bellingham. Garcia, good ball white though. Garcia passing is on point too, you know, man. Ball, Kylian Mbappe. Wow, Bellingham, good run back. Bellingham a cuss Mbappe, it's a pass to damn ball. Man want to step over every damn time and touch the ball and want to 3-step over Schiffer, man. Pass the damn ball, man. $70-30. Vinny, I try. Goulier, come. Because if you not do nothing, Lamar go vex. Mbappe. Begging penalties. Hakimi tell him to get up. Mbappe is still down and the ref stops the game. Wow. Why? Yeah, man, Ribery and Serge Gnabry sit down. Kicked his left foot, you know. But let's see. Yeah, man, Frank Abala, man. You think Steve will watch this? If I was Steve, I'd be watching some Curacao match, Bermuda. Well, suppose I know Trinidad inside out, but watch the more recent Trinidad game them. If I was him, that's what I would be watching. Nothing there, yeah. Nothing was there. Can't give him no time, Conrad. Close him down early, don't make him get going. These man can fake injuries. Uh-oh, Kvaratskhelia into the bar. Ooh. Put it just wide. He just never. I think the drag was supposed to go further in front of him. Could have been 4 though. Enrique knows it as well. He wants more. Why not? Yeah, Madrid have to get tighter to them. They have to. And that's the problem with this PSG team. When you go man for man against them, because they're such good athletes with the technique, they just dribble by you and run past you. So they don't care if you go man for man so much. But Bayern was very strategic with theirs. So they set traps and they were able to nick the ball off of a few players. Madrid have not figured that out. Got Dembele now. Dembele is in the center circle. Just waiting to find a pocket. Right now he's free as a bird. Yep, there he is. About to get it. That was a bad pass that time. And now here can Real Madrid go forward. Play it. No, in the air. In the air, Vinny. Over the top. Courtois comes out. Ooh, it was a poor play. and well won by Chouameni, and now he plays it to Valverde. Valverde can go forward, stretch his legs. Kvaratskhelia look at the work rate, has to force him to turn back. Goulier, Chouameni, Goulier again. Give him back. Jeez, I'm peace where I wait pan. And then a yellow card now for Gonzalo, I think. And he doesn't get one, lucky. But that's what Mbappe should have done the last time. If you lose the ball, just foul the man. You see how life hard? We just want them have a shot on target at this point. Playing Barca, that scoreline going to be like Barca 4, PSG 3. Yeah? PSG don't really concede a lot of goals, though, That's why I think Barca would have even dead to them, too. Jeez, I'm again. Oh, he should have controlled it that time, do it. Well, I'm not really, like I said earlier, them have Militao. That's really it. And them coming off an injury, so I don't think them want pressure him, And then it's just a youth. I think this Kema Andres dude is a centre back too, no? And play full back. And play midfield, so I don't really know another centre back there if you play. Because Housen get the red card. So there's no other centre backs. This man play forward or midfield. Yeah, left back, left midfield. And then them man has all attackers. So yeah, there's nobody else. Oh, Jacobo Ramon, he's a defender. Yeah. So now our next youth. I think him did score the goal in one of the game them towards the end of the season. Now look at the backline numbers, people. Some red scores. Some orange. That's not good. Valverde tired of him. Them have an extra person. But this is what I mean about it's Vitinha and Ruiz. Look how influential Ruiz been the last 5-10 minutes just in possession. And Neves just keeps it ticking. But Ruiz and Vitinha are the ones that they really play through. Oh, you should have played it. He said I could have, but domination where I go find, Dembele never has anyone marking him. It's ridiculous. For such a good player, this man is never marked. Why is it difficult for boys to move the ball like this, string together positive passes? I don't think we have the movement that would be required to do that. And also technical ability too, because if you notice, there's no wasted touches with these players. How many times you see our players controlling a ball and it took them 2 extra touches because the first one wasn't good enough or whatever. And that kills momentum of passing moves, because the minute the defense has a little more time to set their shape again, that opening that would have been there if you had a clean first touch and you play the pass right away, it goes. So yeah, movement off the ball and actual execution with the touches and everything. So it's twofold the problem. Mendes. Oh, Courtois is forced to make another save. Here comes Goulier trying to dribble out of everything, but and João Neves gets called for a yellow card. Whoa. Rough. Real Madrid, you guys need a lot of help playing like this. Why don't we have that movement? Lack of desire, being unfit. I think tactical awareness has a lot to do with it. I think also being well drilled by whoever is running the team. Because it's clear that PSG's players, based on where they are on the field, have a clear idea of the movements that they should and want to make. And it's a lot more pointing from the reggae boys most of the time, like things that PSG do just in the flow of the game. We have to actually show the player, we do the move with our hand to make the man move, and I think that's just not being so sure of what you want to be doing in each situation in the game. And some of it is just tactical awareness by the players on the field, because some of the areas I see that, like right now, Mendes is playing basically midfield, and look at this, wide open in the middle of the field. And Dembele had a miss kick on the cross. Had Due wide open, and he just didn't wrap his foot around it properly. And Courtois had to. I'm not sure, what did Courtois hit? Oh, he hit the camera. And it's going to be halftime, people. Halftime. Why? This one is ugly. So it's 3-0. Could have been 5. Could have been 6. But they put out of their misery finally. And it's halftime. 3-0 to PSG, people. 3-0. Chelsea fans, are you watching this? I don't expect us to be PSG or Liverpool, but the principles apply. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we should be able to do better than what we have seen, for sure. Omar is right. Yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible, people. 3-0 to PSG. The Madridistas wagwan. What's really going on? All right, let's get this larger on the screen so we can really see what's going on. All right, so first half goals from Fabian Ruiz with 2 of them, and Ousmane Dembele assist and a goal. 3-0 is the scoreline right now. Could have been worse as well, people. So let's see. 76% possession to PSG, 24. That will make Xabi Alonso sick to see those numbers. 4 big chances to none created by Real Madrid, 12 shots to 4. 4 saves made by Courtois, 1 for Donarumma, 2 corners to 1 in favor of PSG. PSG have almost attempted 300 more passes overall. They have 4 more tackles. It's 1 yellow card each. Neves and who got it for Real Madrid? Chouameni. Neves and Chouameni. Shots on target 7-1 in favor of PSG. They scored 3 of the big chances, missed 1. Two balls, 1 completed by PSG. Touches in the area 16-8 in favor of PSG. 49% in the midfield, 24% in Madrid's defensive third, 27% in PSG's defensive third, and that's mainly because of the methodical nature of the build-up. 290 or 289 more passes completed, only 95 accurate passes in the first half of Real Madrid. Wow. 31-16 on the entries. Actually closer than I thought it would be in those numbers. Where you look at the final third passing, much more attempts, much more completed, and a higher percentage as well. It went long 33 times in PSG, very, very effective. So that just tells me that these are long passes. These are not just kick away the ball. Because for them to have such a high percentage on all of those means the player was so open and there was so much space that they had to play that pass. Madrid 40% only went long 15 times. That's really just sheer volume of them having the ball. Just ain't had the ball. Duels, domination. So if you're going to be worse technically, you're not moving as well, you're not passing as well, you cannot be losing the duel 72-28. That is impossible. Aerial duels, domination, ground duels, domination, and they can't stop them dribbling. So Madrid does have not done anything to win the game, to stop them. PSG have more recoveries, and of course, two of the goals were errors by Asensio, one by Asensio and one by Rudiger, the two centre backs. So, boy, a lot to discuss in the dressing room for Real Madrid. Like I said, Pacho being out has not even caused any issues. But on the other side, as I said before the game, if you're subbing in Raul Asensio and you're subbing in an international player like Lucas Baraldo, definitely PSG would have the better of that exchange. So, and that has played out the way we thought. Asensio has done madness and it has cost them. So it's 3-0, and there's really not looking like much way for them to get back in the game. PSG, as I said, could have had easily 3 more goals in that first half to go along with the 3 they had. So I just don't see them being able to cope with what PSG is bringing to the table and how, well drilled and how surgical they look on the football right now. This is where you come to laugh at Real Madrid. Humbled, embarrassed, and destroyed in that first half. All of the above is right. One Barca. Real Madrid players doesn't fight for the ball. Skull, not today. Not today. I mean, them lose every duel. We just show the actual stats, and we never even need those stats to know that. We saw the game. How can I settle for less after being exposed to quality football like this? Yeah, it's tough, sure. And right now, all we can do, read Jamaica teams, is just talk about them because they're not playing any football. So we don't have to worry about that for now. But yeah, I looked at the schedule today and I said, well, at least I don't have to talk about reggae boys, reggae girls, nothing with Jamaica today, because I have too much I'm interested in. One women's game, which I did earlier, and this one. And that will be the extent of my content for the day. So yeah, I love that. Tomorrow, I don't believe there's any football that I'm gonna cover. There are some women's games tomorrow, but I have to look and see. But more than likely tomorrow, we're gonna bring an episode at reasoning time because there's been a lot of movement with players. I just want to highlight some moves that players have made. I think there have been some positive strides made by some of the players that were out of contract. So just want to highlight those things and talk about what we think about all the moves, if we like them, and the moves that we don't like based on, who might be playing in the position on those respective teams. Because, everybody comes out with the coverage and say, boy, this player move here, that player move here, and it get a bag of likes and blah, blah, blah. And big up to the man, them will do that. But, for me, it's more important to really analyze, like, what does this move mean for the player? So that's what we're going to do, look at it from that perspective. Look at, what players does this team have in this position? What formation the coach play? Will this really help the reggae boy or reggae girl moving forward, right? So that's what we're going to do in an episode. And of course, we have some news that came out since the last time we spoke about Jamaica, which we'll cover as well. So look out for that, people. Should bring that to you sometime tomorrow. Sheridan is hard, isn't it? Yeah, man, it's very hard when you watch this. Need PSG win? I think they will. Can't take Chelsea to win. Oh, you're talking about in the final? Yeah. I know I'll be cheering for PSG, no question about it. Real Madrid, I play like Steve McLaren Jamaica team. They say therapy. Yeah, bailed up on the panel today. Excellent passing, clinical finishing. I can dream, right? Come on, boys. Yeah. Madrid clowns. Doodoo. Big up Brave 876. Conrad David laugh. All right, people. You don't know me for check in with the fam. So about a minute or Stay tuned for the second half, people. I shall return. Let's see if Madrid can actually do something. Right now, I wouldn't bet on it. Soon forward, people. Big up. Yo, 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 yo. Wagwan, wagwan. We're back, people. Second half about to get underway. Looks like both teams will be unchanged. My the zone is okay. I just rebooted it to make sure that I'm as close as possible to live. I think I'm maybe 5-10 seconds behind for some reason. Madrid with a comeback. Bless up Odell. Wagwan. Respect that check-in, bro. Boy, 21% of you said Madrid was gonna win, you know. I don't know. Up likes, people. We're one away from 20. So give me a next like, people. Let's get up to 20. Red Skull want to know my thoughts on Noni to Arsenal. Well, he's a direct winger. I think that's something that we lack. I think the one super direct winger that we had, Martinelli, is lost all of his confidence over the past few seasons. We don't get it enough consistency from him. They believe in himself. Sometimes maybe too much. He don't pass the ball. But PSG tries to score from the kickoff, but it goes wide, well wide, and it's a goal kick to Madrid. But I'm okay with it, to be honest, because he's a talent, and you can never have enough talents. It's a change. It's something different. It's somebody that on his day could potentially give the coach a headache on that right-hand side. I think he's versatile enough to play off the left as well. So I have no problem with it, bro. I have no problem with it. I think we have good stock when it comes to defenders for the most part. We have added Norgard and Zubimendi to the midfield. I think Waneri will get a lot more opportunities, so we can add him to the midfield mix. I think if we get Noni, we get Gyökeres over the line, and we get Eze, that's a good window. That's a window that I think shows a lot of intent. And I don't buy that Waneri will be included in any kind of swap, and I don't think we're going to sell Waneri either. I think Waneri will sign a new contract once he gets back from his summer holiday. So I'm not so worried about the whole Waneri stuff. I'm okay with it. I would not rather Johan Bakayoko from PSV. I want a player that is proven in the league in terms of knows it and will be confident enough to make the switch to Arsenal and just hit the ground running. I mean, look, the one reason why you would not like the deal is because he's coming from Chelsea. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are letting that control their brain about the player. He's coming from Chelsea. We've been burned by Chelsea getting players, and you know what? I don't think Madueke is the type that is the typical Chelsea player. I think he's going into a part of his career where he's going to take off again. Oh my God. Oh, it's offside. Lucky. That was almost 4. I wouldn't rather Bakayoko though, not me. Remember, Noni coming from that same place, starring it up at that same club, more than Bakayoko did, So I don't know why you'd want Bakayoko over him. Pray for Chelsea. We have Sanchez. Yeah. Chelsea need to try to sort out them backline, because I don't think Chalobah and Colwell is the answer at centre back. And Sanchez, he ended the season a lot better. But, the verdict is still out. We're not really sure. So, let's see. Oh, my gosh. This is just like men against boys. This don't look like it's getting any better anytime soon for Madrid, Look at the pressing. Bellingham is fouled. Yeah, think about it. You said Bakayoko. But remember, no one come from there and was a star. Here's Gonzalo Garcia. That's cut out well by Mendes. His defending has improved so much. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe on the ball, looking for a pass. Trying to go by Beraldo. Can't. Tries to lay it after Garcia, but it's short. And Ruiz does some good defensive work. Clears it down the left-hand side. Flicked on Neves, cut out by Chouameni. Here's Valverde on the ball. Central to Bellingham. Now to Chouameni. Chouameni does well. And he's fouled. He's fouled. 9-6, 9-6. Let him leave. I mean, 11 goals, 4 assists. That's not bad, you know. It's not bad in all comps. 4 in Conference League, 7 in the league, 3, 10 goal contribution. It's not terrible, 32 games. Little shit in the Club World Cup, but he barely play. But yeah, Madueke, let's compare him to Bakayoko. And the same name. Okay, see him there. So let's compare them in the leagues. So he play only on the right for the most part. So this man played 20 few less minutes per game, 2 less appearance, him scored 2 more goals. So Noni had more expected goals. This man convert some chance where I'm not even supposed to score. More assists for Noni. But he had more expected assists and create 2 more big chance. Now the dribbling is what I want to see. So he have 0.2 more in the Eredivisie, but Noni have a better percentage. More active in the duels. Both not the best in the air. Noni's a little bit better retention in a harder league. That's big as well. I mean, they're very similar, you know, same kind of age. But to me, Noni is a little bit ahead for me. I don't know. Interesting comparison, though. I like the question. Valverde. Madrid trying to put up a fight. Huge, to me, in my opinion, more direct and a better 1v1. I don't know about that. I think that's known his biggest strength is 1v1. So, Mbappe needs to do better there. Real Madrid mistakes, defense cost them through. Though Real Madrid missed Toni Kroos in midfield. Yeah, they haven't really replaced his tempo setting. And he's a perfect type of player for Xabi Alonso system. Vex did watch Chelsea match and known it was crap. Imagine if he joined Arsenal and pressure hit him like Havertz. I think no one is head is turned, man. He's not gonna play good in the Club World Cup. He's ready to leave. No one 1v1 is crap. What are you talking about? We just showed the stats. He's actually a more successful dribbler than the other guy. Yeah, man, I'm subscribed. Yeah, I joined and became a member. I think you have to be joined in order to watch it, and it shouldn't be any ads once the game starts. But me see why Arteta want him. He's a touchline player, and that only reason me see Arteta want him. Okay, fair enough. I think your assessment of his 1v1 being crap is very harsh. That's all I'll say. That I think 1v1 is very difficult to stop. Barca lift the trophy again before the season start. True culture, blessings, bro, blessings. Bless up again to you, Lord. Hope all is well, my bro. They are watch a massacre, you know. Might be doing some content tomorrow with BBK Sports, talking some transfer market, what we think about the Arsenal window. So yeah, man, I'll definitely broadcast it on my platform as well. But definitely give BBK Sports a link and subscribe to him thing. Very knowledgeable. Keep up with all the activities around Europe. Mainly focus on the Prem for the most part, but yeah, man, really good content over there. I always have some good presenters and in panel and thing. Hopefully the time work out so we can do some tomorrow. Yeah, man, as I call him name him in a building. Big up, big up, big up. Say up the likes. Bless up Mario. Hope all is well. Was I the only one that was thinking that if Real starts the 2 hours that don't like defending, they wouldn't have a chance? Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of a gift and a curse for Mbappe to be back because it's been working out with Gonzalo and Vinny. And now he's, instead of dropping one of those two to play Mbappe, he just put Mbappe in the team. So it's 3 attackers now. I have taken some steel or some bodies out of the midfield in order to kind of, you know, facilitate all those players starting. So yeah, no, they offered it for free this tournament. I ain't paying for another damn subscription. Yeah, it's free. It's free. I became a, like, when I said became a member, and I'm a free member, so I have a login, but it's my account is a free account, and every time I click it, say, do I want to upgrade? And I say no, and I say no thanks, and then the zone, it's the first thing typically. You just hit the enter button and you're in the game. PSG make Real Madrid look like third division team. Kean Edwards out of Arsenal to Portugal. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Nitro. PSG is having a season, and then Mbappe must be having some regrets. Well, to be honest, Enrique probably glad because maybe Mbappe wouldn't buy into what he want. Remember him and Dembele was having war at the beginning of the season, and him humble himself and him start putting in the work, and you see the difference. Kvaratskhelia cannot get the target and not cut in. Keep on putting it wide. Bless up gigs, so I go on. Hope all is well. On the day I watch the beat down. Looks like Gonzalo Ramos will be coming on. More than likely for Dembele because he hasn't been starting, and maybe wants to just at this point, wrap him in cotton wool for that final. Make sure he has everything in the tank left to take on Chelsea. Bellingham tries to turn out of pressure but loses the ball. Here come PSG again. Vitinha on the ball. He goes wide to Hakimi. Hakimi! That's too close to Courtois that time. He's disappointed in his delivery there. Arda Güler. Mendes blocks another pass, but now Güler has some space coming forward with it. Plays it wide to Vinny. Vinny on his more familiar left side. Drops it back to Garcia. Back to Vinny. Back to Garcia. Garcia on the ball. Good run from Vinicius Jr. He's in behind Marquinhos. Marquinhos gets back into position. Here's Vinny cutting inside. Tries to take a snapshot, but Marquinhos has seen that in Brazil training. And he blocks that one for a throw. Jason, when we're going to admit that Vinny might be the problem? Vinny not working Madrid or Brazil. He's not what we think. He holds the ball too long at times. Vinny Salt. Lo, I don't know if it's actually Vinny, to be honest, because it's not like Vinny doesn't work and track and run. And I mean, he does all those things. I don't think it's Vinny because Madrid have won with Vinny. So it have to be Mbappe. If it's anybody, it can't be Vinny. Vinny was already there and they were winning. So I had it right. Dembele and Varadana will come off, and it looks like Barcola and Gonzalo Ramos will be entering the field of play. So Due is the one that will stay on today. Mbappe salt up. Yeah, man, I would say Mbappe more than Vinny, man. I wouldn't say Vinny low. Because you can't put Brazil's struggles down to Vinny either. I don't think Rodrigo is coming Red Skull. No. I think we're gonna get Madueke, I think we're gonna get Eze, and I think we're gonna get Yokers. I think those are the three players left. Any other deal we do is like younger players for the future or more depth. So not no big name people. PSG looking more goals. Absolutely. Why not? Real Madrid need a ball playing midfielder. Well, Kamavinga has been out. I see him on the bench today for the first time. He's a good option. Very good ball player in midfield. But I don't know, is he like a tempo setter like a Cruz? Maybe not. I think that's what he's trying to turn Goulier into because he's not playing him where I've seen any coach before him play him. He's literally playing him as a midfielder. So it's not like, playing a narrow wing position. He's not playing in behind the striker. He's just playing midfield. So I think he wants Goulier to turn into that. Now Luca is coming on, getting instructions from the coach. Play the ball more. Let us see if we can see a 5 or 6. Well, the game as the game goes on, I'm sure Xabi Alonso will take even more risk. So the counter will definitely be on, and they have just mistimed some ones in the second half where it would have been a tap in, but they have been offside. So let's see if they can clean that up. Remember when the 21-year-old play with Vinny, it's a different team. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it was Gonzalo and Vinny playing forward, and they weren't pushing Mbappe in the team as well, it was working out. And Barcola again, Asensio, the gift that keeps on giving. Poor from Barcola there. Tried the cutback and it wasn't on. And now Madrid can go forward. Arda Güler on the right hand side. Here is Vinny. Vinny on the ball. Drops it back to Valverde. Here's Arda Güler. Can he find a pass? He plays it down the line to Vinny. Vinny cuts it back. Oh, referee! No call on Arda Güler and PSG now. It's going to be a basketball game. So Barcola now takes it to a walking pace. Drops it back. And Luis Enrique telling them to just circulate possession a little bit. Stop this up and down, back and forth business. I think Fabian Ruiz might be the next sub coming off. He has that bandage on his left leg. Did a lot of running today and do it easily. Good challenge from Valverde. He's very good at defending that back post and crosses. Because even the first half one that Mendes was saved by Courtois is pressure from Valverde cause it. Would you be okay losing one area if Noni signs? One area is not being lost, brother. Noni coming has nothing to do with him. I don't think one area ever was gonna play Saka's area. It's just that we didn't have anybody else to play there, so we put one area there. I think one area is always gonna be playing where Odegaard plays. That's where the coach sees him playing. Or he said as a central, like a false nine, which is what he played for England U21 when he came off the bench. Asensio is an idiot. You will never see use a tablet like that. You're mad? Never. Ooh. Jamaica coach will be in the stand with a bird's eye view. Yeah. Better vantage point. Mbappe is a good player, but from what I noticed, he's not a team player to me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, look, I think as his stature in the game has grown, maybe that has reared its head a bit more. Because I think when he was younger doing his thing, nobody never really paid so much attention to that. But I think as his game gets more scrutinized, the more accolades him get in the game, you start to really pick his game apart, and that's really the big glaring weakness. Ooh, that was a good cross by Mbappe, but Donarumma did well to punch it away from any danger. Throw into Madrid. Madrid experiment, but I'm happy to see Fran Garcia getting starts. I love his game. Madrid selling Rodrigo for sure, and Endrick going on loan to Marseille. Arsenal just can't afford Rodrigo. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go for him anymore. I thought at one point they were, but I think they're gonna do the Noni, the Eze, and Yokers. I think that's the last money we're gonna spend will be them. So this is kind of a white flag raise a little bit. Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and I think Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and somebody, and I saw Brahim Diaz, Luka Modric. I'll have to see who else. Oh, Eder Militao came on for Asensio, I assume. I assume. So there'll be a little more balance up front with Mbappe and Garcia. Looks like Diaz is playing just in behind them. Okay, so Goulier was one of the ones off. So Goulier, Bellingham, and Vinny. Modric. Wait, was it? Was it? No, Goulier is still out there. So it was Asensio. So it was Asensio. So it's going to be a midfield of Goulier, Modric, and Chouameni, Brahim Diaz, Garcia, and Mbappe up top. And now Madrid is basically pushing everybody up the pitch. Chouameni way up the pitch trying to defend. And that ball went out of play. Looks like Warren Zaire Emery. And I think that young Semi coming on as well. As I suspected, Ruiz will be one of those players off, as well as Desiree Doué will be coming off as well. So it looks like Noam Kamara coming on actually, the 18-year-old. Did make 2 appearances in the league last year. Or is that him? No, it's Meulu. It's Meulu. Sorry. So Semi, it is Semi. I thought it was Semi at first, Semi at first, and it is him. So Meulu, the 19-year-old, he comes on. Made 20 appearances in Liga, 2 goals, 2 assists. Gonzalo Garcia. Good ball from Modric. Look at this. Brahim Diaz there. Always a player recovering for PSG. That time it was Vitinha. Here's Modric causing problems early. Good flick to the back stick. And that's great defending by Hakimi. Fielding and clearing it out for a corner. Mbappe was lurking. Modric again. Oh, and for once, a loose touch by Modric. Well played out that time, but it's one back by Real Madrid. Here's Militao in space. Will he whip it in? No, he decides to play it inside to Valverde. Now Chouameni. Chouameni to Diaz. Diaz. Modric. Modric switches the play over to Valverde. Valverde has Militao. And that will go back out again for a corner. So 3-0. Madrid still knocking, trying to see if they can find a goal here. They have been in the ascendancy the last 10 minutes, it must be said. Some of the changes from PSG took away some of their dominance. Goulier to the back stick, cleared by Marquinhos, second ball. And this is a problem. This is Hakimi. Hakimi in and goal. Actually, this is not Hakimi. Who is this? Gonzalo Ramos, yes. Shot is blocked. Had Hakimi with him on the left side, didn't use him. And now Barcola And PSG slow the game down. Enrique asking them to just pass the ball around a little bit. Vitinha doing just what the coach wants. Barcola leaves him for dead into the box. And the cross is poor. Didn't wrap his left foot around that one. Courtois down 3-0, but having a decent game. Yeah, Militao on 3 changes. If he was fit, he would have played, but I don't think him fully 100. Angelo still is a very good option for Madrid. That is very true. Closest thing to Cruz, missing from the German side. Asensio should have a come off from halftime. Yes, he should have. Valverde back in midfield. Not really. Still a play on this right hand side. See my chase Barcola there. Ooh, the ball went out. Mbappe has no weakness. Stop it. The Madrid system just not for him. The man took France B team, the World Cup finals with 7 injured players and 1 World Cup before that. Stop it, guys. Other low France now no B team. France have 36 good players. So it no matter who injured, who not there, them still gonna feel a team that can go World Cup final. France depth of their player pool is ridiculous. PSG going to cause more problems for Real Madrid. Mhm. It like Real Madrid owes PSG money. Big boss Ronaldo in a crowd. And Danny Carvajal gets a run out people. So it should be a straight swap. No, so they've taken off Fran Garcia. Oh, Gonzalo has come off. Okay, so that will move Valverde to midfield. Maybe you saw that already and I never see it till now. The midfield battle are going to win the final Saturday. Yeah, Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo, Vitinha, Neves, Ruiz, Dembele dropping into the midfield as well. João Pedro dropping into the midfield. Palmer. It's going to be interesting. Should be a good game. The Real Madrid legend, two legends on the field now. Danny Carvajal and Modric. Carvajal tell Trent, listen man, no buy but I mean you must play Chelsea is nowhere near PSG. The game on Saturday or Sunday? Saturday? Feel like a Sunday. Ooh, Ramos just wide. Lucky. Yeah, man. Sunday the 13th. That's what I thought. All right, cool. A Sunday. I had a feeling. Carvajal with a yellow from early. Seems like I just got the expectation for him, but nothing is wrong with that. But I just don't like off the ball game for players like him, so-called superstar treatment. Thing is, Chelsea defender play good, they might have a chance. If they play good, yeah. But what an if? What an if? Ronaldo, they say he got a trans wife. Yeah. Oh, Ronaldo have a trans wife? Nah, for real? I don't know nothing about that. I know Mbappe was dating a trans model at one point. At least that was the rumor. So I don't know. I don't know about Ronaldo's wife though. Diaz. Ooh, that was going on target. I think Donarumma would have had it covered, but Beraldo put his head in the way. One thing, when this brother strike the ball, it gets struck. Yeah, I think Donarumma was well onto that. Good try, same way. Cooler free at the top of the box. Poor corner from Madrid. Here's Mbappe over to Goulier. Goulier putting this on his left, I'm sure. Goes wide. Valverde, too flat on that one. Fran Garcia. And it takes a deflection into the hands of. It was never true. Yeah, no Messi fans. But I wouldn't put Messi and Mbappe in the same area. You know, it's a Messi v Ronaldo thing. CR7 that is. So that don't have nothing to do with it. Yo, Mbappe a baller, you know. And I'm one of my ballers, you know. But you know, it was the pictures are out there, you know. I mean, that passing judgment on his personal life, that don't matter to me. Chelsea defenders can't play full 90 minutes player to player. I'm going to get tested severely in that game. That's all I know. Cooling break. Look like Xabi Alonso need one too. People, be sure to smash a like on the video. Smash a like on the video. May end this poll because I don't think anybody is voting for Real Madrid anymore. Yeah, man, put a like on the video. Let's see where we're at now. Which part would they know? Which part would they know? Almost 25 likes, people. One more. Madrid players, I think they know that they're very well beaten here. I think they'll be looking in the mirror going into this next season, saying, look, we fell short in the league, we fell short in the Champions League, we fell short at the Club World Cup. What is it that we're missing? What we're not doing? And Xabi Alonso definitely has his work to do, as Barcelona are in a much better, you'd say, moment in their development under their coach, Hansi Flick. So let's see. Was saying who said Ronaldo a trans wife? Definitely Messi fan. No, I think they were talking about the Ronaldo, the original R9, because it was on the screen, and then them said that. So I don't think it was Ronaldo's lady, CR7's lady. Chelsea defender can't stop PSG strike force. I agree. Mbappe made me day at the World Cup when man scored 2 worldly goals. Yeah, he's had some very good days at World Cups, that is for sure. He acts like a diva, but teams knew before signing him how he is. That is true. Jason, would you take Real Madrid coaching job right now if you have a chance? Absolutely, I would. Why not? Of course. Brother, I could turn this team into something. Yeah, man. Obviously, if I get the job, I'd have those qualifications. Obviously, right now I don't. But you know, if I had the chance and I was qualified and I could be their coach, I would definitely take the job. For sure. I mean, look at the raw materials they have to work with, you know. Just put Asensio back to the Castilla and then go from there. PSG playing with 11 players when they attack and 11 players when they're defending. And Real Madrid starting lineup was not the same to me. It's a good point, DJ Giggs. There's a disconnect from one aspect of the game to the next. You know, a lot of times I see Xabi Alonso gesticulating for them to get tighter on defense. And, you know, some of the players respond and others don't. whether they just don't have the physical capability or they just it's not their game. What a ball. Hakimi down the right hand side for the umpteenth time. And that is brilliant defending from Militao. Makes you wonder, could this guy play from the start? Him a go baller because in big baller because I'm sure Argentina they're going to win the World Cup with ease. Yeah. Since Cruz left, Madrid midfield collapsed, similar to how Chelsea collapsed after Rodri injured. Oh, City collapse, I mean, yeah. Well, first things first, Mario, I would stop trying to force players into systems that don't fit. So if you're going to play Mbappe and um like you can't play like first thing I wouldn't play the three players that play today, I would never play. The balance is off. I know Rodrigo have one foot out the door. Clearly them look like them going to sell him because he can't even play. Brahim Diaz playing over him, all these players playing over him. But if it was me, I'm benching either Gonzalo Garcia or Mbappe for this game. I'm just playing one of them through the middle. Play Vinny on the left, Rodrigo on the right. Right? I don't think, unless you're going to play with two deeper central players, I don't think Arda Guler can play in a three where he's on one side of a six. I don't think it works. He don't have the type of work rate like I say Odegaard, that don't get lost in that midfield area when you're tracking. So that's the first thing I would do. Stop trying to pigeonhole players into areas where they're not going to help the team very much. That's the first thing. But I think honestly, you have to remember, this defense has looked a lot better. Not even defense, but the team has looked a lot better when Trent and Dean has played, and they both were out today. So I think that did play a role. I mean, PSG were able to field their strongest team, no hiccups, no problems, everybody there, barring the one central defender, and the quality that Beraldo brings is much higher level than the replacement we saw from Madrid today. So they just have some squad issues they need to sort out as well. But the main thing would be ensuring that I'm not overdoing it with my attackers in terms of what their skill sets are. Because, Gonzalo definitely is a hard worker, but he has proven to be a lot more clinical centrally, but now you have forced him today to play more of a wide area to facilitate Mbappe. R9 pick up a tranny on the streets thinking a woman. And when they went back to the hotel, he realized a tranny called police. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Odell. Clear up the God. Clear up the God. This is what Steve wanted to see Jamaica running around. Oh boy, Steve. One Steve. What's your thought on Hendrick? I think if he moves to a club and get minutes, he's gonna be a problem wherever he get loaned to. He'll be top 5 goal scorer in that league. But Low, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about the player. I think he just had a brilliant marketing machine. I know he did work in Brazil at a young age, but I just feel like I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I mean, he does have good instincts in the box. Like you can see, he's one of those players where when something happens, he's always the first to react and get onto the ball. But I just don't know if that's enough for me. I don't see enough of the actual quality. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on the kid. But I wouldn't say that, regardless where he goes, he's going to be like a top 5 goal scorer. I don't think so. I don't think so. Arda comes off. Lucas Vasquez is on. Real Madrid should have used only one striker in this game and compact the midfield. Absolutely, Logan. Absolutely. I think he got it wrong with the balance of the team from the start. I was worried about how it was going to play out tactically with those 3 players, and it just never worked. It never worked. Vasquez for the first time playing in midfield. Seen him play right back only lately. Here's Brahim Diaz. Good flicked pass to Valverde. and brilliant closing down. Everybody on this team. That's Barcola closing down that time. If you take one loose touch, you lose your opportunity. Balance. not, not that type of balance there. not the balance where McLaren now is referred to gigs. Luca, good ball. Ooh, just wide from Militao. Sessa from AFTV, close. Good power on that head. I just couldn't get the direction. Kangin Lee came on for Nuno Mendes as well. In case you missed that one. So they have made their 5 subs now. Madrid also have made their 5 subs. So Vasquez will be playing in midfield where Arda Güler was playing. Kangin Lee looks like he's gone out to the right-hand side. Barcola still on the left. Zaire Emery playing left back. So a big change up in where players are playing right now. Vitinha on the ball. He just goes back to Beraldo. Beraldo into Mayulu. Mayulu back to Marquinhos. Mayulu into the space. And he wins the second ball. Now it drops to Kangin Lee. Good footwork by the touchline, and that goes off a throw to Madrid. Kangin Lee and a lot of other teams would be starting, I must say. Yeah, Militao look like him could have played more. Jason, I don't see how this Madrid team is going to outplay Barca. Logan, look, man, the guys, they're missing some pieces. They're missing some pieces, and they could get better. They could get better. I think they're gonna improve. I don't think Barcelona fans should look at this game and say, boy, give me the title. I mean, Madrid will improve. Remember, Xabi Alonso, this is his first big test. You know, a team like PSG in the moment they're in to try to figure out how to beat them. It's tough. Look at Militao going for goal. Why never pass the ball? Yeah, man. Nuno Mendes coming like Alvarez the other year. What a ball. This is 4. This is 4. This is 4. Oh my gosh. What a turn. Leave it now. Oh my word. Nobody now want to celebrate with Ramos. And him also do the Jota. What do you mean? What do you mean, Ramos? An international teammate that would finish 4-0. And that was like the 4th time in the second half they got through like that. But this time them finally finish it. Yeah, man, nice tribute to Jota. I was going to say this is the first game I can remember since in past that nobody never celebrate with it. But Gonzalo Ramos hit it. So, yeah, that makes sense. International teammate. Obviously would have played World Cup with him, Euro with him, Nations League. So, yeah, good tribute. Ball was played into Barcola. Didn't take it one time. Good tackle from Militao. Good turn again from Barcola. Then thought he was going to lay it off to Hakimi. And Hakimi looked at him like, bro, just give me the ball now. Barcola, what a turn. Mash up Militao there. Stand the ball back up. And it was good footwork from Ramos. Turn shit like he was going to lay it off to one of the unrushing players and then just decided to poke it past. And that's 4-0. And Enrique celebrating that like it's a last minute finish, Madrid get feel up star. Ref saved them. Oh, why Garcia back off and gave Ramos so much space? Yeah, it's the off the ball runs. I mean, Kang and Lee running in, Hakimi calling for it. He was anticipating him to lay it off, and him just shaping body like he was going to lay it off and then swivel and shoot. So it was good forward play as well. Yeah, man, this is a serious beatdown. Lamar, I hope you're good, my bro. We max it, getting wish for this one. 4-0, never in doubt. To be honest, I truly believe that a PSG Portugal international should win Ballon d'Or. Well, I mean, if you believe that Nuno Mendes can win it, he would be the best one. I guess it could be Vitinha too, because he's Portuguese. And it's been in style for a CDM or a CM to win of late. It's possible. But a lot of people say if it's going to be a PSG player, Dembele is in the lead. So let's see. Yeah, man, no injury time, ref. As it reach 90, just blow it. As it reach 90, just blow it. Yeah, man, well done, ref. Well done. Good referee. So Xabi Alonso, definitely humble today. Real Madrid humble today. And PSG just keep on rolling. And Chelsea will be looking at this as a serious test for them. PSG has bowled over every English team they faced, right? With the exception of maybe Liverpool, who I think that one went to penalties, right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, PSG versus Chelsea in the first ever expanded FIFA Club World Cup will be taking place on Sunday. Let's see what time this kickoff for Sunday is supposed to be, because I like for that game there, No, I'm gonna dip on the road in a day. But let's see, people, what time? 3 o'clock. Yo, what's these times have to be like this just because of bloody Europe, man. So people, I won't be here to do the live watch along for the final, sad to say. But let's wrap up this game we just watched. It was a beatdown, people. 4-0. Madrid, better second half. Only lost 1-0 in the second half, but I think that was just bound to happen. PSG was never going to be able to dominate for 90 minutes, but they did for about 80, so that's good. 68% to 32, so a little bit better for Madrid in the second half. Didn't get a big chance still in all those extra possession they got. One more big chance came in the second half to PSG. 5 total in the game. More shots taken by Madrid in the second half. They closed the gap 17 to 11. That was 3 saves for Courtois, 2 for Donarumma. 6 corners to Real Madrid, 3 to PSG. About 370 more passes attempted. 375 to be exact by PSG. They had 4 more tackles, both had 9 free kicks, 2 yellow cards. Madrid 1 to PSG. 7 on target shots wise for PSG, 2 for Real Madrid. 4 big chances scored by PSG, so very clinical today. 1 big chance missed. Touches in the area 26 to 20 in favor of PSG. There you see the balance of play where most of the play would have taken place. 52 entries to 40 advantage for PSG. 306 more passes. 86 more passes. 376 more passes completed. That's ridiculous. A lot more passes completed in the second half by Real Madrid, it must be said. Final third passing got a bit more even in terms of attempts in the second half. Long passes went down from a crazy 85%, but still high at 79, 53% for Real Madrid. Crosses 3 of 8, so very effective on crosses today. PSG 1 for 16 on the contrary for Real Madrid. Definitely domination everywhere, including duels, which can't happen if you're Real Madrid in this game. And look at the tackle percentage as well, just much more sure-footed in their tackles and overall defensive work. 2 errors led to shots in the second half coming from PSG, but 2 errors led to goals in the game for Real Madrid, which obviously would be much bigger of a problem for a team. So, people, that is the statistics overall in that one. We do know that in that next game, everyone should be available that's still around. We know that Pacho is out. He got a 2-game ban for his foul, so he won't be available for the final. But everyone else that played today should be there. And Beraldo showed that he's a very, very capable deputy in the absence of Pacho. Let's see if Chelsea can, put him more in the spotlight since he's not playing much more than Real Madrid was able to do today. So back to the drawing board for Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso, not the most shining situation for them. I guess the positives moving forward is you're very early into his cycle. This is his, fifth or sixth game in charge ever for Real Madrid. So let's not jump the gun on what he's going to be and what he'll be able to bring to this Real Madrid team. I do think he's a very good manager, and I think he will be able to get things much better than what we saw today against PSG over the long run. Positive as well, Eder Militao looks like, once he's back fit, he'll be a very, very helpful addition if he wants to go to the back three. Militao, Rudiger, and Hoyson could look real good. If you want to stay with the back four, at least you have some competition now for Rudiger if he, has any lapse or dip in form like he did in a few of these games in the Club World Cup. And actually, if you look at his towards the end of last season as well, he did have a little bit of a tail off. So Militao getting back fitness, that's good. I think Arda Guler will have to figure out moving forward. You saw in a game like today where a little bit was needed off the ball. I think he was left wanting in there, always giving Chouameni and Bellingham more work to do. So he's gonna have to figure that out. If he wants to play him, it seems like he's one of his favorites. He's gonna have to figure out a good role for him in this setup. Would have made much more sense for him to play where you see Garcia playing today and actually put another midfielder where Goulier is. I think that would have helped. Maybe wouldn't have won them the game, but it would have helped, right? But people, that's pretty much it. PSG, I don't see this train stopping anytime soon. Chelsea will put up a good fight. In finals, they are typically good, and they typically keep the game close. So I would be surprised if it's another 4-3-5, anything like that. But I still have PSG as the favorites as of right now. I think they'll be able to break down that Chelsea defense over time. And, Sanchez will have to basically have a generational type performance for them to win the game. So I don't think that he will do that, and that's why I think PSG will continue to roll and take that win over Chelsea. I'd say about 3-1. That would be my early prediction for that one, a 3-1 win. At best for Chelsea, maybe a 4-2. But yeah, 3-1, 2-0. I could definitely see that as the final scoreline for the final. Yeah. Let's see. Portugal just win Euro. Barcola played good. That's why I said so, Jason. Yeah, man, I understand. I understand why. They didn't win the Euro, though. They won the Nations League. They run on Real Madrid. Remember, Spain won the Euro again. Madrid's last game for Madrid. Yeah, sad. Sad he had to go that way, but that will be the last time. I don't see a third place match as actually listed in this tournament, So I had misspoke earlier and said there would be a third place, but there isn't. There isn't one. So yeah, that would have been his last game. PSG seem to always have two-man free. The front three cause the defense lots of problems. Yep. I actually like this PSG system. It's very good. It's very, very good, man. Conrad, nah, stop shout it. One Barca. Let's go Blues Sunday. One Ravel and Antonio. I don't think Chelsea got a chance against this PSG team, to be honest. Well, they have to play the game. Mario says 6-1. Spurs 15 love. August 15. Outward other teams is the key, I guess. Steve McLaren. Jason, why no English club try sign Osimhen? Not one, and he's available. England teams not rate him. It don't look so. Don't look so. It don't look so. Maybe it's the wages. I don't know. 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. Say low. I'm gonna make sure I buy my just bet ticket. PSG 6, Chelsea 1. All right. So Logan say, "Oh, it's a neck shellacking again." After 5 games, y'all wanted McLaren out, but other coaches, club coaches, can get a chance. Yeah, I mean, Madrid got to the semi-final of the competition. I don't think you should get rid of the man because him get back up by PSG. A lot of teams get back up by PSG. Yeah, Militao did play good today. Chelsea, I'm a team, but it's tough. PSG in form, but even if we lose, it's going to be like 2-1. Yeah, I'm going for a 3-1. 4-2 PSG. I could see 4-2 as well. So Pedro, listen, Jason right now and shaking his head. Okay, you must have said this man against my teams and player today. Chelsea and Madrid are my 2 team and you beat them. But yeah, people, that is it, That is it, man. Lovely, lovely day of football. Earlier we had the Women's World Cup that we brought to you, and now we just finished and concluded the um, semi-final in the CONCACAF, in the FIFA Club World Cup. Chelsea already had moved on from yesterday, beating Fluminense 2-0, and today now PSG 4-0 winners over the mighty Real Madrid. So move into that now. There was another game in the Women's Euro, which we did earlier, the 4-0 beatdown of England over Netherlands. Today, it was 4 more goals from France, and they beat Wales 4-1. They did get on the score sheet to equalize early to Fishlock, but that was short lasting as in first half injury time, Diani, who got the start today, she scored from the penalty spot, and then 2 second half goals, one from Madrid and one from Gayoro, and they were able to see France over the line for a 4-1 victory over Wales. So we had talked earlier about that being the most likely outcome. So let's look at what the standings look like now. So Netherlands now on the outside looking in after starting the day in a very good position, first place. They've moved all the way to third, down to -1. France now into first place, +4, who faced the Netherlands on the last day. And England now in the driver's seat to advance as well, knowing that they have the cellar dwellers and -6 goal difference, Wales to play. They should feel pretty confident that they'll be able to get to 6 points after that day, which should get them into the second round, especially when you factor in that Netherlands will need to make up a 4-goal difference in that game, with England having the probably most likely outcome of adding more to that goal difference after that game. So it's going to be about the France-Netherlands goal difference then. And if Netherlands can defeat France by 3 clear goals, they would leapfrog them in the goal difference differential. So a lot of metrics to look at for that final day. As I said before, Netherlands, France will be at 3 o'clock on Sunday, as well as England, Wales. So we'll be tuned into all those games, plus the FIFA Club World Cup on that day as well, the final. So, yeah, man, people, a lot of ball to forward. But again, Jason Gooner will be back on the channel really soon. When I return, I will be bringing you some good old Jamaica content to talk about all the happenings going on in and around the sport. So stay tuned for that. I will put out a thumbnail for that at some point, so you guys can start to prepare and know, say, Guna is returning with some more content about all the news and what's going on within the Jamaica football setup. All right. But people, let me see. PSG are going to rinse Chelsea. What's your thoughts on the England women performance? I didn't see the game. Well, DJ Giggs, it was probably one of the better ones I've seen from them. The passing, the movement, the determination, the pressing. They never allowed Netherlands to settle into the game and build a rhythm. So yeah, everything that they did today made sense. The coach made some tactical tweaks, put Jess Carter at centre back, put Alex at left back, and that made all the difference for them. So yeah, everything that the coach did, everything the players did just worked today. It was just overall a very dominant, very good performance. Nothing you can really say bad about it. And one that I think gave, should have given the players and the England fans and the staff, a lot to look forward to in the tournament, because yes, they were outplayed by France. It could have been way more than the two that they were under towards the end of that game, but they held it together and kept it at 2-0. And in doing so, they were able to fight back in the end of that game, get a goal. And to be honest, France was hanging on for that win in the end. So, I think them going on 0 points after the first game probably was overblown. The English media are going to talk more than they need to about things happening. But losing to France is not something to say, okay, your tournament is over. It is what it is. Their second toughest game in the group was today. They were able to dog walk them 4-0. So that's why I can't really panic after the first game of the group. I think right now they'll go into the last day knowing that the Netherlands will pick up their performance. They will not have 2 games in a row where they play that badly. And so even though they lost 4-0 to England today, they'll go into the France game knowing that they can beat France. So it's gonna be interesting that final day. But I think England, if you just look at their performance alone, they should be very, very happy, because I think this England team at times can win games, even if they win by a wide margin. But when you look at the performance, maybe there's a lot to pick out and pick about and say it wasn't good enough. I don't think that can be leveled at them today. But the performance was good, and the clinical nature with which they played was great as well for the most part. I mean, it was 4-0, it could have been 7 or 8, just being honest. Injustice with Rodrigo, says Yatin. Well, I don't know, man. It's like they're forcing him out the door at this point, because if he can't get in this team, where I see them bringing on, Lucas Vasquez to play attacking midfield and stuff, I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's clearly his head has turned. There's too much in the news about him leaving, and maybe the answers that he wanted about playing time assurances can't come his way because the coach don't see him as the one to start. So it is what it is. I think Gonzalo Garcia doing what he has done in this Club World Cup is probably the worst thing that happened for Rodrigo future. Even though they don't directly play the same position, I think he'd rather work with somebody like him than Rodrigo. And they've clearly made their choice between Vinny and Rodrigo, so I guess it only can be one of them staying. But yeah, it's a tough one, man. Definitely, he's good enough to be playing in today's game in this Real Madrid squad. There's no doubt about that. Yo, BM, you reach at the end of the program, bro. France versus Netherlands head-to-head. 4 times, 3 wins, 1 draw. So France has never lost to the Netherlands. That's interesting. Too much stars at Real Madrid. Yeah, man. So people, big up. Respect to all the ones who passed through, all the ones who passed through and stayed. Greatly appreciate you as well. But yeah, we have come to the end of 2 great streams. The first game, England. Actually, crazy. I need to go and play 4-love for some other game, because England was 4-love against Netherlands, PSG 4-love against Real Madrid. So it's 2 4-love game we get today, people. A bag of goals for one of the teams. Anyway, people, big up. Thanks again for the support. Let me just do one last likes check and see. All right, cool. We're almost to the 30 likes. So people, just drop a next like on the video so I can get to the 30 likes, a nice whole number. And yeah, man, thanks for all the support today, people. We greatly appreciate putting in some time on the YouTube space, breaking down some football, analyzing. And yeah, man, it was my pleasure to bring it to you. And we will be back, as I said, tomorrow with some more content. We're going to have a reasoning time episode where we break down all things Jamaican football. All right, people? So big up on yourselves. Thanks again for the support. And until next time, people, I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. Let's go.